Yeah. Aswand Cruickshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking in for a daily Move Swiftly thought, giving you a perspective on teamwork that you will not get anywhere else. Let me just tell you, man, be careful. Be careful. And I'm actually giving myself my own advice in this, speaking for myself, speaking to you and speaking to myself in regards to today's Move Swiftly thought. Be careful with who you allow around your kids, be careful about how much you allow certain people to be around in your kid's life. And I'm talking specifically family. I'm not talking about strangers. I'm talking about specifically family. Be careful on how close you let them get to your child. I said your child, the child you're responsible for, all right? Be careful with how close you let your family members get to them. It's very, very vital. I saw something yesterday. Now, I see a lot from, as a teacher of a group of students from K all the way through 5th grade. I see a whole lot of things that make me really focus and make me understand the seriousness when it comes to being in a relationship, the seriousness when it comes to starting a family, how serious it actually is. All right. And yesterday there's something that went on that I have got to bring to you guys as listeners, and I have to put on camera. I have to talk about this, record it, and put this out there. All right? It's a very important message today. They're all very important, but this one is incredibly vital because you never ever see these kinds of things coming. You don't see these things when it comes to your family and who raises your kid. All right. There was a situation yesterday where a young lady got picked up by her grandmother. All right. I won't put anybody's names out there so no one actually knows. Unless you were actually there, you won't actually know who I'm talking about in this. But a young lady, a young lady was picked up. A third grader was picked up by her grandmother, not her mother, her grandmother. Now I met the mother, and she's, from the looks of it, at least from the outside looking in, she's very focused, very much wants her daughter to do great things. I mean, this particular girl is ahead of her class. She reads above grade level or above grade level. She actually used to go to the third graders back when she was in 2nd grade to read with them because she was that advanced, right? So this particular girl, very, very smart girl, right? So long story short, she gets in trouble for whatever reason. I don't know what the reason was that she got in trouble, but the bottom line is it wasn't me, it was another colleague of mine, was told to give the person who picks them up, right, give the mother this sheet in which they had to sign, in which said that she got in trouble. She got in trouble. I think she was being rude, talking out of turn, something that kids do at that age. And at that age, when you get in trouble, you get a form that you have to give to your mother. Your mother reads it, you sign it, and we make sure it doesn't happen again. And let me just tell you what happened, all right? Because the grandmother picked up this particular girl, my colleague, she gave her the sheet and said, hey, such and such got in trouble, and the mom needs to sign this and know that she read it. And immediately the grandmother takes a pen, signs it real quick, and gives it back to her. To the point where so now the actual mother has no idea that she got in trouble and that this happened and all this. And you got to think, this is a 3rd grade girl who's going to remember everything at that age, seeing these things, seeing that she can get away with stuff, seeing that she can go to grandma, get away with this, go to whoever to get away with this, and all of a sudden she won't be in trouble. So the problem is never actually fixed. All right. Now, again, this is a mother who, for whatever, actually she just had a baby. So this is a mother who's going through what she's going through. She trusts her own mother to do right by her grandmother. And this is the kind of shit that gets covered up and you'll never know about. She gets in trouble in school and all of a sudden it gets covered up and she doesn't know anything about it. She can't do anything about it. Do you see what I mean now? Do you see the seriousness in this? This isn't even a stranger doing you wrong. This is family. This is blood spoiling your kid to the point where it's going to be hard to develop your kid if you don't get out of your comfort zone, if you don't make it so you are doing things in which you're getting your kids to see a different side, getting your kids to see that there's more to life, that they are the opportunity, they are new things out there. And these are the kinds of things that you leave yourself susceptible to when you get into these casual relationships and you think shit is just going to work out without a great deal of sacrifice and without a great deal of focusing on what's best for the kid. All right. this is important, all right? And I'll probably elaborate a whole lot more because, again, in my line of work, I see a lot of this stuff, whether it's education, whether it's football, whether it's fitness, whether it's athletics, it doesn't matter. I deal with a lot of this kind of stuff, and it's important that we get these kinds of messages out. So we are teaching our kids to be a whole lot more careful when they decide to go create and breed and bring in new people in this world. This is big, all right? Main website to check out to dive deeper into my work, makeyourmove.com. That's MakeYaMove.com. One-stop shop for all your teamwork and your self-development needs. Aswand Cruickshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking out. You guys continue to move swiftly. We will talk more soon.